Well, a flood alert has been issued in some parts of the Indian capital, New Delhi. This after the Yamuna River neared the danger mark. Now, local authorities have begun moving people from low-lying areas into relief camps. The water of the Yamuna River is rising due to two factors: heavy rainfall and the release of the water from the Hathni Kund barrage. Now, similar scenes can be witnessed in Jammu and Kashmir, which is also seeing incessant rainfall. The Tawi River flowing through the Jammu city has experienced a sudden increase in the water levels. The Indian Air Force undertook rescue operations and deployed helicopters to help those stuck due to the rising waters. And meanwhile, heavy rainfall continues to batter the hill state of Himachal Pradesh. The floods and landslides have disrupted transport services. Some key roads have also been closed in Himachal Pradesh. Vehicles have been asked to keep off the Manali-Leh highway. And the movement of vehicles has also been stopped near the Chamba bus stand. This was after a portion of the road caved in. A bridge over the Beas River in Kullu district collapsed due to a rise in the water level of the river. As a precautionary measure, schools in the state have been closed. And some rivers in neighbouring Uttarakhand state are overflowing as well. The situation is especially grim in the Mori block of Uttarakashi district. At least 50 people have been reported dead, while some have been reported missing after the swollen rivers washed away homes. One person died when his car was washed away in Uttarakhand's Ramnagar. The incident happened near the Jim Corbett National Park. And it's not just the hill states. Heavy rains are also wreaking havoc in other parts of India. Combined death toll in 5 flood-affected states stands now at 241. Kerala has witnessed the most deaths at 111. 70 people have also died in Madhya Pradesh, 54 in Maharashtra, 5 in Rajasthan, and another death is reported from the southern state of Andhra Pradesh. Well, a wildfire in the Grand Canary in the Canary Islands has forced evacuations of around 4,000 people. Alarmingly, the fires, which started on Saturday, are advancing on 2 fronts in the mountainous area of the island. More than 1,700 hectares of land has already been burnt. 11 roads are closed. A state of emergency has been declared in 2 municipalities, and about 700 firefighters were deployed to fight the fire, which started near the town of Tejeda. Authorities issued a warning that it could take days for the blaze to be brought under control. Now, they have sought assistance of the Spanish government. No casualties were reported. The Grand Canary is the second most populous region of the island of the northwest coast of Africa. Known as a popular tourist destination, the island received around 13.7 million foreign visitors last year. Well, the US President Donald Trump has confirmed that he recently discussed the possibility of buying Greenland, which is the world's largest island. He said that Denmark was losing almost $700 million a year by carrying its burden. He said that the US protects Denmark and the deal would be good. Listen in to what he said.
Well, Greenland, I don't know, it got released somehow. It's just something we talked about. Denmark essentially owns it. We're very good allies with Denmark. We protect Denmark like we protect large portions of the world. So the concept came up, and I said certainly I'd be strategically it's interesting, and we'd be interested, but we'll talk to them a little bit. It's not number one on the burner, I can tell you that.
And when talk of Greenland's purchase was first reported by the Wall Street Journal, the matter was later laughed off by some advisors, but was taken seriously by those inside the White House who have not dismissed the notion. Its foreign minister, the Denmark foreign minister, has said, and I quote, "We are open to business, but we are not up for sale." The former Prime Minister of Denmark has said on Twitter it has to be an April Fool's joke, totally out of season. He said the idea of selling it to the United States was absurd. Remember, Greenland is a self-ruling part of Denmark located between the North Atlantic and Arctic Oceans. It is dependent on Danish economic support. It handles its own domestic affairs while Copenhagen looks after defense and foreign policy. Greenland is gaining attention from the global superpowers including China, Russia and the US due to its strategic location and mineral resources. Interestingly, a defense treaty signed between Denmark and the US back in 1951 gives the US military rights over an airbase in northern Greenland.